nicest people, our deals are number one. You'll love Dave's, Dave's Soda and Pet City. We make shopping for your pet fun, 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 fun.
We're filming. Hey everybody, welcome to the new season of Dave's Pet Show, and I think this might be season number 15, if I'm not mistaken, right? Somewhere around there, yeah. And anyway, this is a great show. I'm really happy to be here because, you know, we still have Matt, who we just can't get rid of. But right, he comes from the building, right? I had signed a long-term lease with Matt and Fiona. But the cool thing is, we're in our Carew Street store. You know, usually we film in Agawam, but we're in Carew Street and we have a new groomer, Michelle. As you know, we started life here with Louise with the pup tent, who retired and moved to Florida after about 300 years of grooming. I don't know if you're gonna last that long. But anyway, so Michelle is here and I thought that I would bring her on and introduce her and
Rudy. Yeah.
Rudy, who's a 10-month-old Mastiff.
Yeah, miniature poodle.
So anyway, Michelle, tell me a little bit about your grooming experience and what you bring to the table, so to speak.
I bring to the table quite a bit. I started in 1990.
Yep.
I was a kennel hand in 1990, and in 3 months I decided to take up the dog grooming. She was short in her grooming.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing ever since.
Since 1990?
Since 1990.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. 21 years now.
21 years.
Almost 22.
So let me ask you a question. We have a lot of customers who have dogs like Rudy. How often are they supposed to get these guys groomed?
Depending on the breed and what they get done and how well they want to keep their coat short, long, anywhere between 6 and 8 weeks.
Really?
Yep.
And how about like me? I have Shepherds. We do it like once every 4 years. Should it be more often?
Yeah, it's more like every 12 weeks.
Oh, every 12 weeks? Do they shed? Do Shepherds shed? Oh,
Shepherds.
They do? I had no idea.
Yep, they shed a lot. Come on.
So
Double
what,
coat.
That carpet needs to be.
Yeah.
Right. So
Shag
tell me
carpets,
what typically, you know, do most customers do 6 weeks, every 6 weeks?
A lot of them do, and
Yeah.
some do when they have the money
Right.
to get the dog done.
Right. So let's say you don't have the money to get it done every 6 weeks. What should be like the minimum? Is there a flea season grooming and a?
Flea season runs from normally the end of March to the beginning of October.
Right.
But lately, it's been running 12 months.
Right. And ticks are even worse, right?
Yes, ticks are awful.
Right. And so so should you groom more in the summer than?
In the summer, yes, you should do maybe once every month.
Yeah.
If you're not treating them with a topical in between.
Oh, that's a great question. So if you're treating them with a topical, which almost everybody does now,
Right.
and you bring the dog in and get shampooed, does the shampoo that you use wash off the topical?
It depends on the topical. From what I understand right now, Frontline is
Yep.
the only one that is waterproof.
Okay.
It will wash the Advantage off.
Yep.
So if
You know, I got to check and see if it'll wash off Advantix, because
I'm
that's
not
what I
sure
use. Yeah, that's
about
what I
that one
use
either.
on mine.
yeah.
what I use on
I do know. I
Yeah.
use the Frontline because it is waterproof,
Waterproof.
and he gets
Yeah.
a bath all the time.
Oh, he does. See, now
Oh,
it's
yeah.
interesting because it shows you what I know. That I tell my customers not to bathe their dogs too often, especially at home, because you dry out the skin. If you don't use
Yes
the right
and
shampoo,
no. If
right?
you use an all-natural shampoo with a good conditioner,
Yep.
you're not going to dry out their skin.
Okay.
He doesn't have fur. He has hair.
Yep.
So it's no different with bathing him than it is for us to take a shower every other day.
Right.
So
Right. And
she has hair too.
She's hairy, yep.
So he
Right.
could wash her every week and it won't dry her out.
Do a lot of brushing with her too.
Yes,
So I have a
yes.
thick undercoat.
so I've often told my customers the more you brush the dog, the better it is for the coat. Correct?
Yes, because it stops the matting.
Yep.
Like in his case, he gets brushed all the time
Yep.
because I don't want him to knot up. I like to keep him long.
Yeah. You keep his hair short all year, or
No. No, in the summertime when it's really, really hot, 90,
Yeah.
95, I buzzed him down.
yeah. Do you give him a mohawk or anything, or just
No,
no?
no.
fun.
And now we're growing him out. He'll stay long for the winter.
Yeah.
because he likes to be outside.
I think I'm going to grow mine out too.
Yeah, well, you should.
I should, right? But I actually think it's a little bit too late. It ain't happening. So Rudy, you're not a breeder as well, right?
No, nope.
But
I
noticed
actually got
he's
him from one of my customers.
right, and I was going to say that he's pretty well trained. So are
He
you a you're not
I
a
can
trainer, but I
give-
mean, I noticed that you just
Yeah, because he only listens to me.
He
does not listen to my son, and he does not listen to my boyfriend. But
He's
if I
a-
tell
he's
him
a
the same
mama's boy.
exact, yeah, he listens to
One
me.
person dog, huh?
Yep,
right, and he's how old?
10 months,
10 months old. So how old are they before you can start grooming them?
3 months.
Oh,
They have to be at least 3
they have to have shots and stuff, right?
because
Right,
they
right,
have
right,
to
right,
have
right,
their
right, right.
their
Right.
first set of puppy shots
Right.
at least to come into the salon. If they're older than 3 months,
Yep.
they can come into the salon
Well,
at
you
any
want
age
more?
after 3 months.
You want what? Do you have kisses? Are you a kissy?
No,
Fiona's a kissy dog. How about you? No? But you're looking at me.
yeah.
It's like I'm plotting.
He has this thing for mustaches.
Oh, he does? Does he
Yeah.
preen them? Like some of the
I don't
birds,
know
they,
what
they
he does.
try
He's-
and
he's
they
weird.
try and preen my mustache. What, you like mustaches?
She's got a mustache.
She's got a mustache, yeah. So here, very serious question. I put my Frontline or Advantix on the dog.
Mm-hmm.
I bring the dog in, right? Have you ever had reactions or any of that? Not you have the reaction, but the dogs
The
have.
dog
Yeah.
to the shampoos and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
because we don't use anything that has any harsh chemicals in it.
Right, so that's the key, right? Because
Right.
a lot of people do that at home,
A lot of people will use their shampoo on their dog,
right, which is.
not
complete-
that's
right.
not a
Too
good
much
thing.
perfume.
Right.
Yep.
Now, the question of the hour is, because we only have, do you do cats?
I do cats.
You're
Cats-
a brave lady. I don't see any suits of armor in
Yeah,
here.
Nope. Cats are actually not as bad as some people may think. I actually like,
One of mine was fine.
yeah, I actually like the challenge of the cats.
Yeah.
And it
Do you
puts a
charge more for a
different-
cat or
yeah,
less?
a little bit more.
A little bit more because
Because it's
you could get your eyes scratched out.
that, and you do everything with a cat on the cat's schedule. If he wants a break, you give him a break. Because if you don't give him a break,
So they say
You're gonna be
dogs
bleeding.
are birds,
You're in
cats are
trouble?
staff.
You're in
Yeah.
trouble. All right,
Yeah.
so thank you very much. So folks, we're Matt and I will be right back because Matt just got a new puppy. And we're at the Carew Street store. Michelle is here. Your hours are Tuesdays?
Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 5,
Right, and the phone number here,
is 788-4021.
yep, right, and it's on our website. And even if you call the store, they'll get it. And we're thrilled to have you here. So don't go away, folks. Matt and I will be back in 2 seconds.
Dave Soda, Pet Food City, yeah.
Hey everybody, we are back, and I am here with our friend Matthew. I like that. I like the new do.
that?
And so,
I'm hypoallergenic.
you know, before we discuss what's going on in Matt's life, I want to show that we have an obedience. You saw the training ring in Agawam, and I've taken a lot of lessons in learning how to train dogs, obedience training. You'll notice me in the ring a lot with the other trainers, and of course, I have 2 shepherds. So Ellen was away visiting her parents, and I'm a firm believer that if you have dogs in the house, the dogs should know their place, and you're the master of the house, and the
Absolutely.
dogs really shouldn't get the run of the mill. So I just wanted to, took me hours of, this was after lots of training and stuff, and I don't know if you can catch this, but I just wanted to show how proud I am of how well
That
trained
is just something to be.
my dogs are.
a lot of
Can you
pride
get that?
went into that right there.
Oh,
That's just pride. That
this is
you-
just pride. This is so much hard work. My wife was so proud of me that I was able to.
Look on the bright side, they're getting fresh water.
Can you get it?
Fresh water is a good thing for 'em, but-
I'm such a treat. So anyway, Matthew, we are here with Matthew's. This is about your 10th Cairn Terrier?
This is actually my 3rd Cairn Terrier.
Nice
And this
one.
is Fiona. This is Fiona. And she, as you can see, she's not friendly
she's
at all.
No,
Not
hi,
friendly at
sweetie.
all. But anyway,
So the first one was
First one I had for 14 years.
Yeah.
We all remember I've had him on the show
Yeah,
before. Was
yeah.
Fergus.
Fergus, and then
And then I have Mackenzie, which I still have. She's still bouncing around at 12 years of age.
Yep.
And this is Fiona. And Fiona came around. Fortunately, Fergus' time came,
Right.
and I had to put him down. So
Yep.
after my proper
Hi, Fiona.
grieving time, I came across her from a local breeder, and it's one of those things you see her and you can't pass up having another one.
She's a love.
She can't pass up another
And
one.
you know what, man? I think she likes me more than you.
Look at that.
I mean,
look at
who
that.
can blame her, really?
Yeah, but,
Hi, sweetie.
but look at that. But this is Fiona. She is a 4-month-old Cairn Terrier.
Yep.
And she is right now about 9 pounds. She's going to double in
She is?
size. Yep. She was weighed in at about 9 pounds the other day at the vet.
What?
And she's going to be about 14
don't get
pounds.
jealous.
So she might be a little bit bigger than this fella
So
right here.
let me
for
ask you a
size.
question. Why do you love this breed so much?
Why do I love the breed? That's a good question. It's a breed that fits my lifestyle. She's not too big. Big dogs is, you have all the big dog things, feeding, food, size, everything like that.
Yep.
But at the same time, with the small dog, I wanted something that was going to be energetic, that could go on hikes, that could go outside, that could run with the big dogs. And this dog's
Wait
perfect.
a minute. Hold on. Hikes?
Hikes.
You?
Yes.
Where?
Believe it. Lots of places. Believe
Yeah.
it or not. Yes. Hey,
Right.
I've lost a little bit of weight.
Yeah, you have.
I'm doing
No,
it.
you
I've
look
actually
really
pulled
good.
it down. Yes,
Look
I
really
have.
good.
But anyway, the other reason why I is the non-shedding. These guys don't shed.
Right. And this one, this is
They don't shed either.
So poodles don't shed either, right?
Nope.
So explain me the difference.
Okay, some dogs have fur. Your German Shepherds have fur.
Lots of fur.
Lots of fur, which you're
They
going to
leave
be
everywhere.
leaving everywhere. These
Right.
dogs are hair. These dogs have hair, and
Yep.
they don't have much for dander, and they don't have much for shedding. So some of people who are sensitive to a lot of the dander and a lot of the hair,
Yeah.
this is the perfect dog for them because you're not going to have that. Brushing it, it's a nice coat. It's a nice size. To me, I think it's a great looking
it's
little
great.
dog. Great
Right.
looking, fun dog.
Right.
I think of it as a big dog in a small package.
Right. So that's what I want to ask you. So this is a terrier.
This is a terrier,
And
yes.
terriers by nature were bred to
Get small critters.
Get small critters,
You got
right?
it. You got it.
Somehow I don't see her going after small critters.
You would be surprised.
Really?
Yep. She sees a squirrel. If I take her outside, she sees a squirrel. She's going to
Yeah.
want it. Want it. That's what they're bred to do. They're actually bred to actually go. What these were originally bred for is a cairn is actually a rock pile, is actually a stone pile. It's a memorial pile. And in Scotland, where they came from, they were actually bred to dig through the cairns in the cemeteries to kill the vermin. They also use it around the farms to knock out some of the small critters too. They're actually used for fox hunting also. And this is kind of a thing when they go into the den to dig out the fox, they'd
Yeah.
actually grab on, and then the hunter would grab by the tail and pull them out.
Just pull it out?
Pull them out. That's why they got the longer tail too.
You know, I can see that because you look so ferocious.
Yep.
I can just see you going after, never mind a fox, I can see you going after a wolf.
Yeah, they actually would not surprising. They are fearless, and they would she wouldn't back down. They
Is there a
wouldn't back
difference
down.
between a female and a male?
Difference between a female and a male?
Well, yes, I understand.
Sorry.
I don't know why I put up with him. Right. Temperament-wise.
Temperament-wise, I've found between the females they're a little bit more serious. The males I found, at least with mine, every dog is different, has its own personality. Fergus was a lot more vocal, bouncy, fun-loving. Not that she isn't, but I find that the females, especially with my other one, are a bit more serious per se. A little bit more aware of
That's
this
the most
watchdog.
ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well-
Although, serious
Seriously.
question, the female, like if they can sense your moods more and stuff, males don't, right?
In a sense, yeah. In a sense, that's actually with how it. And also, the female I found, Mackenzie, was a lot more protective, especially one of this pup. I found her to be really protective towards her, which is amazing.
Oh, that isn't.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
the
yeah,
day
yeah.
I brought her home, she
Yeah.
wouldn't let the cat near the puppy. Would not let the cat. Kept chasing her off of it. So it was almost like a maternal.
So does she
maternal
sleep
thing.
in bed with you, Matt?
Not yet, because I'm still almost done on house training, and I have a new mattress and a new sheet, so I want to avoid
So
that.
she,
for the
so
time
she
being.
just put her.
And it's the
this
same
is
thing. It's
unbelievable.
also the same thing. I want to have her know her place, and up on the furniture is not really where I want them.
Why not? What kind of person are you?
The couch is fine, but like I said,
Where's Mackenzie sleep?
she's got a nice big dog bed. She's got what's hers is hers.
Oh.
Because I'm training for that one right there.
Okay.
Just because, like I said, if I'm having, I don't want to jumping on like the table, kitchen
Yeah,
table,
yeah.
or I'm eating, things like that.
Yeah.
But this is Fiona.
It's just
but-
hard for me, you know, you look at this to say that, you know, this is, right, like this one, I mean, this one was bred to drink wine and eat cheese. This one is like, you know, can you just see it?
A killer.
A killer. So don't go away, folks. We got a couple new foods in that I want to talk to you about. I don't, as a rule, get excited about new dog foods, but we got 2 in that I'm just really excited about. So don't go away. We'll be back in just a moment. Hey everybody, so as I said before, we got a couple new dog foods in that, and I see so many dog foods. Every week we have sales guys coming in with new dog foods, and I don't get excited. We got 2 in that are just completely different than virtually everything else we have in the store. And the first one that I want to talk to you about is, it's a ridiculous name. It's called Nulo. To me, it's a dumb name, but I don't own the company. But the food is wonderful. And let me tell you what makes this food different than all the other foods that I have in the store. For one thing, I'm gonna read you the ingredients. The ingredients are deboned salmon, turkey meal, Menhendon fish meal, brown rice, oatmeal, chickpeas, turkey fat. So there's nothing so special except that. Here's the important part. The first ingredient is the salmon. And I love salmon because it's so high in omega-3s and 6s, just like I take fish oil every day. You know, the whole deal with everybody should be eating lots of salmon. So I think salmon's a great protein source. I wouldn't have been so impressed if they just had salmon as the first ingredient with no other protein sources, because as I've explained before, when you have a whole meat like salmon or chicken or beef, it's sort of false advertising because the whole thing is filled with water. So it weighs more, but there isn't a ton of actual digestible protein. What I like about this food is the first ingredient is the deboned salmon, but then they put in turkey meal. So your first 2 ingredients are proteins. So there is a huge amount of easily digestible protein in this food. So now it's still nothing different than some of the other better foods that we have in the store. Here's the kicker. Now, for some reason, I don't know how we get to this, but a lot of dogs are allergic to chicken, or so people think. There's no chicken in here. There's no chicken, there's no egg, and a lot of foods, now this is it, for example, my Dave Simply the Best has egg in it. To tell you the truth, I've never heard of a dog being allergic to eggs in 37 years of selling pet food, but their deal is no chicken, no egg, so you just have those 2 protein sources. Here's the part that makes this food special. I'm going to read it. It has a product in it called ProPak. ProPak is a patented probiotic. So you know what a probiotic is. That's the stuff that's in yogurt. It's the good bacteria that feeds the guts for a healthy digestive system. So Nulo is powered by a pure probiotic strain that provides guaranteed this is the important part, provides guaranteed survivability compared to other probiotics as it is able to withstand the heat of food processing. Why is this important? It's important because many other foods put a probiotic into the formula, but when they cook the food, the probiotic gets destroyed. That's why if you read reports that says what kind of yogurt should you use, you need something with live cultures, because they can put cultures in, but if they're not, and it says, you know, with probiotics, if they're not live, it doesn't do you any good. So this ProPak cultured probiotics, it's the only one that I know of that literally can withstand the heat when they cook the food. So it's not just sprayed on, it's baked into the kibble. So if you have any kind of, if your dog has real issues or something, I think it is just a huge deal. We've had it for a couple weeks. We've already sold a bunch of bags. Customers just love it. So here's the other thing. I got the adult. It is a 28% protein and 14% fat. It's not one of these very, very high protein foods that many of the veterinarians now are shying away from. So that's the first one. The second food I have been trying to get for 3 years. There is only one, count 'em, one certified organic dog food in the whole country. It is insanely hard to get everything to pass that certification. This little puppy right here, this USDA certified organic. It's got a weird name called Winawi. I'll read you the ingredients. It's in about 18 different country languages, so I got to find it. Let's see where they put English. Ingredients. Well, it tells you this is what the ingredients are not in here. It's byproducts free, hormone free, antibiotic free, filler free, chemical preservatives free, chemical fertilizers free, pesticides free, artificial colors free, artificial flavors free, dairy products free, wheat free, corn free, soy free. So ingredients are, this is unbelievable because, here we go. You ready? Organic Uruguayan beef, organic brown rice, organic rapeseed, which I have no idea, excuse me, organic buckwheat seed, organic millet, organic flax, organic sunflower, organic carrots. Everything in this thing is organic. So you can buy, we sell a couple of other foods that have an organic label on them, but they're not organic. They only put in organic vegetables or organic fruits. The protein source is not organic. So I don't have to tell you that South America, it's where the best steaks in the world come from Uruguay and Brazil, right? That's where real meat comes from. So this stuff is made in South America, and they bring it in. I'm going to flip this around for you. It's a member of the Organic Trade Association, USDA Organic, OIA Organic, whatever is certified, but it's got from all over the world, it's got every organic certification that you could ask for. I was going to try and read this part, but I couldn't really do it. Sorry. Anyway, so if you are into organics and you think, as many people do, that chemicals, et cetera, maybe that's one of the reasons why there's so much cancer in dogs. Two of my last two cancer, right? This might just be the answer. And here's the interesting thing. We have a bunch of it in the store now. We got a great deal on it. The usual shelf life on this stuff is shorter than a regular food because there's absolutely no preservatives or anything, no chemicals and stuff in it. So the shelf life is months instead of years, so they gave us a deal on it, and we have it for like half price. So if ever you were thinking of switching to an organic diet, now is the time to do it. And again, I don't get excited about foods, but these two foods, they're foods to get excited about. Am I out of time yet, by the way? Yes. I am. All right, so good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next week.
One.